everyone, welcome to my first YouTube video. I've had so many requests on me to start making them, and here I am. So the first look I have for you is going to be the look I have on. It's going to be this beautiful spring look, perfect for this upcoming season, very trending right now. It's going to be a little bit of pop of color to neutral on the lip with just a little bit of color in the eye, but still staying as well. So I hope you enjoy. It's going to be fun. If you have any questions, go ahead and comment below. If not, everything that I used on today is going to be linked, so you can do it at home. I hope you enjoy. Stay tuned and continue watching. So first product I always put on my eyes is MAC Paint Pot and Painterly, and I'm just going to use this flat concealer brush. So I'm just going to take a little bit of the product here, put it all over the eyelid. So this is going to take all the pink out of the eyelid, as well as going to keep that eyeshadow wearing all day, keep it from creasing. It's one of my favorites because it's just a neutral tone, so it goes with all eyeshadow shades. So you're going to probably put the most product by the eyelashes and kind of ombre it up to the brow. With that same concealer brush, I'm going to use the lightest shade, and we're going to put that all over our bottom lid. Kind of stay underneath the crease there. And with this product, we're going to kind of like push the pigment into the eyeshadow base. Keeps it a little bit more pigmented and will make it pop a lot better. So with this nice little fluffy brush, we're going to use this taupey color here, and we're going to swirl it on in, and then we're going to put it right into the crease. Nice transition color so it flows really nicely all together. Start here, go all the way across. You press really softly with this one because it's just it's a feathering little motion here, so it just softly goes in. Take a little bit more here just to make it even. So with a little bit smaller brush, we're going to take a little bit of that pink fuchsia shade here with this nice little pointy brush, so it gets the product where you need it, and the product goes in a little bit more, so it's a little bit stronger of a line. So this is going to be a fluffy brush, but we're going to use one just a little bit down. And we're just going to go right into the crease with it, just to soften that edge so all those colors blend. This one I'm barely touching, because if you press too hard, it's going to wash away all that product. Next, we're going to use our eyeliner. So I'm using the Liquid Last eyeliner from MAC in the shade Point Black. There's that, and then again, so with the corner, what you're going to do is take from the corner of the eye, and almost like an imaginary line, you're going to see it go to your eyebrow. So we're just going to follow that imaginary line, and then I want to connect these lines so they all flow together. So next I'm going to do my eyebrow. So before I put the foundation, I'll use the primer. One of my favorites is the Giorgio Armani Face Fluid Master Primer. So I like to use just a little bit of product, maybe a little bit bigger than a pea size. And I start off with the nose. Kind of more of the porous areas I like to do first. So nose, forehead, and then I just lightly take the rest of the product and I work my way outward. I always feel like my finger works best for primer, gets a more of a smoother feel for the product. I'll even. So the foundation will go on a lot smoother. It won't sink into the pores. It'll make the foundation wear all day. So I'm going to use an oil-free, again a Clinique product. It's going to be the Stay Matte Oil-Free Makeup. And for me, I'm using the Golden Neutral. So you don't need a lot for this one. So this one's nice. You could add a little bit of your moisturizer to it. Makes it a little bit lightweight. You can make it a natural medium coverage or add another coat and make it more of a longer wearing. So today I felt like using my fingers for foundation. I like to mix it up all the time. Sometimes I'll use a beauty blender. Sometimes I'll use a foundation brush. But I guess I was in the mood for just a finger application today, so here we go. So I used, again, I'm putting in just a single coat everywhere, and then the areas where I have concern, I'm going to add just a little bit more foundation. So I have little freckles on the cheeks. I'm just going to add a little bit more there. This foundation's really good for our oilier skin type because it does dry to that matte finish. And then I always like to add more on my nose and a little bit more on my chin area. So next I'm going to follow up with the concealer. So to start off with the concealer, I always use the Becca in the Under Eye Brightening Corrector. So there's that. It's a nice base for the concealer. Plus it brightens underneath the eyes, so I always like to use it first. Anything with the pink shade is going to help brighten the area. So great for dark circles. So this brush is just that same concealer brush. Just this one's just a clean one here. So I'm going to take it on the other eye. Putting this product is also like a primer for your concealer, so it keeps it a little bit longer wearing, plus takes away the dark circles prior to concealer, or at least minimizes it a little bit more. So I take it in the inside here and all up and around. So next I'm going to use our Bright Future from Sephora in Meringue. So I'm going to use this product all underneath my eye. So with this product, I also like to go down the nose and above the brow and right above the lip. Beautiful look, isn't it? So I'm going to use this nice little fluffy brush here. So this one is actually an e.l.f. brush. So it's a nice little big fluffy brush, or smaller fluffy brush anyway, and it's a concealer brush. So there's another one by Clinique that I like to use, exact same brush, but This one is only $3, so that makes it a lot better. And underneath the eye. I don't like to rub too hard because not only is it sensitive your eye area, but I lightly tap so you're not taking away any product, you're just blending it in. Put it on my lip, kind of taking away the product, or taking away the color, I'm sorry. Kind of gives you a blank color, so when you put on your lipstick and lip liners and whatnot. I'm going to use a part of the Ben Nye products. So I'm going to use a combination here. So this is our super white and our pretty pink. So I like to mix actually the two together. So the white is going to obviously help brighten, and then the pink is also going to brighten, but it's going to give a more of a highlighted effect. So with that same brush that I just put on with the concealer to blend it out, that same e.l.f. brush here, I'm just going to swirl the product in the two colors, and I'm going to use it underneath the eye. So I'm just going to pat it here. Setting the concealer first. I'm just lightly dusting it on. And same over the other areas. So again, right above the brow, down the nose, and just a little bit above the lip. So I'm going to go in with one of my favorite products. So it's the Anastasia Contour Cream Kit. It's going to be the Fair palette. So here we go. So I'm just going to take this, just a sponge here, and we're just going to, I'm actually taking the darkest shade. So I'm going to go right here. So I started blending those out already. So I'm just going to take that nice blush brush here, and this is what I use to blend it in. So I always drag the product into my neck. So with this, I used the darker shade all around of the Anastasia kit. So again, this is a cream contour. So I put it again here, again underneath the cheekbone here, down and around, and underneath the jawline. I put it on the sides of my nose. Over that, I like to use, again, one of my favorite powders by Ben Nye is going to be Banana, and a loose powder. So with that, I'm going to use that same blush brush, and I'm just going to go over the areas I contoured lightly. So this is just going to help it all blend in together. And of course keep it more matte, longer wearing. So for the blush, I'm going to add from YSL. It is, it's called the Pop of Water blush. So you can put it very softly and it just be just a pop of color, or you can just keep adding and get it more pigmented. I love their whole line of blushes. Plus, for spring, this is a perfect color. Keep adding back and forth. I love blush. So on top of that, this is Moonstone by Becca. It's a powder. So it's going to be this one here. It doesn't highlight with any like glitter, so it's going to be more of just a light healthy glow. Perfect for spring to summer. It just gives you that nice, we did matte all over. We're overall pretty matte. So this is just the right amount. So I'm using this nice fan brush here. So I love this brush. It doesn't give you too much product on. And you're just highlighting just the right areas with this. So right over the brow, down my nose, and right in the Cupid's bow. I like to add just a little bit more. And we'll just brush up on the chin. Lightly dusted with the rest of the product. There we are. To finish up my eyes, I'm going to use mascara from YSL. So this is a waterproof mascara here. It's going to be like this nice wand. It's a smaller wand, and black, of course. So I'm just going to go and add that in. Okay, so I didn't tell you, because I always do this before I do any makeup. So it's an eyelash curler from Shiseido. It has a nice silicone sponge, so it doesn't break. It's very gentle on the eyelashes. It gives an amazing curl. So I do about, depending on how long your eyelashes are, I do about 4 pumps. So I go from the base and tip it all the way up and keep curling until it gets that perfect curl. And then I go in with the Shiseido mascara base. So this one here is my favorite. I use the Shiseido base right after I curl and before I do all my makeup, and it just keeps the curl. So any mascara I use on top of it, it will last all day. How can I not forget to tell you about those two? So underneath, so with that same flat brush that I use for my brow, so just a nice flat brush, I'm going to take that nice taupey color with that Clinique palette here. I'm going to use this color here. It's called Hazy. It has a name for it. So we're just adding a drop shadow. So this is going to go underneath your bottom lashes. Going to go all the way across, and this just gives nice finishing look for your eye. And then to make the eye look a little bit more open, I take this eyeliner from Sephora. It's a nice twist up. It's waterproof, and I'm going to take it and put it into my waterline. So just go back and forth until you get the right amount of color you want. Just takes that pink out of the waterline as well. So there we go. And to finish off with our lips, I'm just going to take Armani. It's going to be shade number 2 lip pencil. I just take the rest of it and I kind of like lightly feather it into the whole lip before I put on the lipstick. I'm actually doing a nice combination of these 2 lipsticks, 2 shades for the lip. So it's these 2 colors, number 10 and the Rouge Pro Couture from YSL, as well as the Rouge Pro Couture in shade 207. So with the nice combination of the 2, it's absolutely fabulous for spring. And just a little bit on top of that shade 10, I'm just going to add just a little bit on top, just to lighten it up just a little bit. To make it a little bit more matte, which I like sometimes, I'm going to take that fan brush and I'm going to take a little bit of my Ben Nye powder in super white. I'm just going to swirl it with that fan brush and I'm going to add it just a little bit on top. The icing on the cake is always lashes. So I'm using the Kiss eyelashes and it's a part of the feather line. flashing feather. Anyway, and it's called Posie. It's a nice natural eyelash. So with the lash, I add just a little bit of glue all the way across. So there's a little bit of glue, as you can see it all the way across. Here we go. So I kind of like fan out the lashes so the glue can dry just a little bit, and then I take the matching the middle of the eyelash band to my center of the eye, and I keep pushing it against my lash line. Okay, and so you can add a coat of mascara on top of it, or you can leave it alone. If you put a little bit of mascara on it, I just barely tap mascara onto it, because sometimes it'll be too much if you do too much mascara. So lightly put a little bit of mascara on. And there you have it. Love this look. Very soft, a little bit of pop on of lip color with a nice soft lid. So if you love my video, go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I love all the support from everyone I have, so hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for my next video. Bye.